Hello, in this video we're going to look at just how easy it is to use AccommoTrack on a daily basis. When you log into AccommoTrack every morning when you get to school, your screen's going to look kind of like this. Now don't be fooled, this is a spreadsheet, but you're not going to enter anything into the actual spreadsheet. All the work you're going to do is on the AccommoTrack platform. But what we see here is all of yesterday's interactions with all of our students. So what we're going to do is go up here to the top and click on AccommoTrack. And we're going to click on Open AccommoTrack. And this is going to run the little script. It's going to show us the AccommoTrack startup little page. And we're going to see the animation here. And what it's going to do first is look at yesterday's date and realize that yesterday's date is not the same as today's date. And it's going to ask, do we want to start a new day? And the answer is yes. So by clicking OK, what's going to happen here is all of the information from yesterday is going to be saved. Everything is saved in the daily log, and that allows us to access everything we need when we run our reports. So now when we scroll through the periods, I've got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh period up here. When we look through the periods, all of the information is adjusted, so all we have are these blank little bubbles. Now each one of these bubbles was assigned to these students based on their IEP. So, for example, Levi, not his real name, this is actually an AI-generated name. Levi's got these 3 accommodations. Kendrick has these accommodations, and we've got Rohit has these, and so on and so forth. So as I work through my day, working with my students, I go ahead and I just click the things that I did with and for that student. So maybe I reminded this person to stay on task. This person always sits near the teacher. And so doing it this way, this is just open on my computer screen. I'm working with my students. I'm helping. I'm doing all of those different things. And as I'm servicing them, I'm just clicking a button. Or maybe at the end of the period, I quickly click a button. But this is a lot easier than going in and trying to remember and trying to type in everything that you did. This just actually works all the time. Now, let's say Rohit didn't actually need his 50%. No worries. We'll just click that and remove it. That's fine. And I can even add a note here that just says Rohit finished his quiz in 20. Make sure I spelled that right. In 20 minutes, and save that note. And that note is going to be saved onto the spreadsheet. And then tomorrow it's going to be saved in the spreadsheet database. Now, as I go through my day, I'm going to go ahead and click every period, and I'm going to do all of these different things and click all the buttons that apply to each student, and I'm going to add the notes that I need to add. Another feature that I can do with AccommoTrack is attendance. And with the attendance, this is my list of attendance for my second period class. And I can either just scan them, if I can get rid of this little bubble, I can either scan their IDs in, or, which is right up here, yep, right up here, or I can just click a button as they come in, if I want to. And I can even, of course, just click over here as well. So I can do all sorts of different ways of recording the attendance, and that way I can keep good track of not only my accommodations, but when my students were there. Now, where the rubber meets the road with AccommoTrack is reporting. When you have a parent meeting, or an ARD, or an IEP, you're going to be able to run reports basically instantaneously that have all of the information you could possibly want for every single student that's in your care. So I've got a parent coming in. Parent is concerned, are we doing all the things that we need to be doing with their child? All I have to do is click on reports. And by default, it starts out at the period that I'm in. And I can select a date. Let's go back to the 15th of November. And this is going to run a report for this actual class. And so here it is. But let's say Kendrick's mom is coming in. I could print this up, but I really want to focus on Kendrick. I'll just double click Kendrick over here, and now this is going to run a report that is just specifically for this student. And so mom's about to come in. I can go ahead and print this report. I'm off to the meeting. Here's documentation of everything that I've done. You just do this throughout the day. At the end of the day, you go home. And the next day when you come in, you just click the little button. All the data is going to be saved. You're going to reset for the next day, and you'll do it again. And this is going to record basically every day of the entire school year. Next year, you just clear it out, add the other students in, the new students, and you do it again. So AccommoTrack is designed to save you a lot of time, but mainly it's designed to create a really accurate picture of what we do with our kids, what all teachers do with their students. And we've always had such a hard time of recording all those accommodations and all those interactions. Now with AccommoTrack, you can actually get that done and then free up so much time to do all the other important things that you as a teacher have to do.